All right. Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon. Whenever you see this message is when you're supposed to see it, but welcome in. Hopefully you all are doing well today. So as you can see, I'm back in the studio. I've missed being in the studio. I have got all of my cards with me today. So we're going to take a moment and see whatever wants to come through for you. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. I did do an eclipse video yesterday. If you are still struggling with the energy of everything that's going on, I do recommend you hopping over there and taking a look at that when this one's finished, because obviously you were called here to this video. But because I have all of my cards with me today, I'm going to change the way that I do this. I know that I usually pull the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid and then pull the Tarot. I'm going to change this up just a little bit. I've missed these nature portals. I've missed these cards. So we're going to use these today. I'm going to use these as I would normally use them in a personal reading. But of course, these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. That's okay. It's okay that sometimes the entire reading does not resonate or some readings are not for you. I do have quite a bit of you that I read for. So just take what resonates, leave what does not. And let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through. Where are we going with this today? What wants to come through? So showing up right off the jump, we've got the groundhog. Okay. Groundhog energy. Guiding this energy is the hummingbird. Grounding this energy is the cricket and the grasshopper. Okay. Past energies. We've got the jellyfish, and future energies, we've got the dragonflies. So right off the jump, what I see are these two cards. These are spiritual cards for me, the hummingbird and the dragonfly. My grandmother used to say that hummingbirds were the angels coming into our lives on a physical manifested plane here on this earth. So there's the hummingbird here. There are angels here. And then with the dragonfly, I was always told that one set of the wings is for the dragonfly itself and the other is for the angel riding on its back. So angels are here. Angels are here to kind of guide you through this energy. Now, what they're guiding you through is I feel as though a time of uncertainty. With the groundhog here, it always makes me think of Groundhog Day. You know, if it sees its shadow, we've got three more, or we see its shadow, spring is on the way, or if it doesn't see its shadow, we've got 3 more weeks of winter. However that works. I'm kind of confused as to which one falls into place with that one. I'll have to brush up on that because I don't really pay attention. But it does tell me that there is a time of uncertainty here. There is a time of uncertainty whether or not the bad times are going to continue or whether things are going to get better. In your past energy, we do have the jellyfish. So there may have been some things that were sensitive to talk about, sensitive to touch, maybe in the right situation or right circumstance. It may have been okay to touch base with this energy or talk about this energy, and in the wrong circumstance, it wasn't okay. People got hurt, people got stung, maybe you got stung, dealing with that emotional mess. The emotional mess. There's something here about the emotional mess. Maybe that'll clarify itself. But what's grounding you is the cricket and the grasshopper. So to start off with the grasshopper, it always makes me feel as though that... No, I'm going to start with the cricket. The cricket makes me feel as though it's a lucky cricket, but it also makes me think of Jiminy Cricket. It does. It makes me think of Jiminy Cricket here. Your conscious and subconscious are trying to talk to you. I feel like that's the takeaway from this card. Is there's a little voice inside of you that's trying to guide you through this energy, and maybe that's why your angels are stepping in here. Because you can't hear, because you don't know. You don't know how things are going to unfold right now. But I do feel as though that if you paid attention, if you paid attention, maybe quieted the little voice or the loud noises inside of you to be able to hear, quieted the noise. To be able to hear that little voice inside of you, I do feel as though you'd have a better sense of direction, to be able to move forward. And for some of you, that may be possible. For others of you, the majority of you, that may not be possible. And that's kind of why the angels are here. They're stepping in to try and give you signs. Maybe seeing signs and synchronicities as you move throughout these next few weeks. So let's see where we're going. Let's see what else wants to come through. I'm going to use the Souls on Fire Tarot by Mary Jo Cranmore and Juliet Gilden. So underneath, we've got the Six of Cups. We've got the Eight of Wands. We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Four of Swords. We've got the Five of Cups. We've got the Three of Cups. And I do see this Seven of Cups here. It's very interesting because we've got what I noticed as I was pulling them, 8, 6, then we've got 5, 4, 5, 3, 7. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it's all out of order. It's all out of order. And for some of you, that may be where this confusion is coming from, Seven of Cups, is the fact that it's not as clear cut and dry as what humans would like it to be. And that's okay. It's okay to have a frustration coming from a lack of clarity. That's okay. But what I'm getting from this is with the Six of Cups and the Eight of Wands along with the Five of Swords, with this energy here, I do feel as though that you are reflecting on the past. And, you know, you may have been left behind in some certain situations, maybe by other people, friends, family, loved ones, even. Loved ones, when I say that, I also mean relationships as well. So try to keep that in mind as we move through this reading. But as you start to contemplate on this energy, there is some healing that is required of you. Everyone is allowed to decide what is best for them in their own time. And so when people leave us behind, it may not necessarily be a reflection of us. It can also be a reflection of them and what they're going through. On the flip side of this, you could also have been the one to leave people and situations behind, and that was a really hard choice for you. That was a really hard choice for you, and some of you may hold guilt to that this is only for a small sliver of you, the flip side of this. Some of you may hold some guilt to that. Guilt that maybe you're doing better now than what you were, and that makes you feel some type of way, that makes you feel guilty and ashamed because you moved forward within your life and, you know, maybe these other people are struggling. My ears are ringing. My ears are ringing so very much right now. Whatever the case may be, I feel as though that you did the best that you could moving through this energy, moving through the circumstances and situations. I really don't think this was personal. I mean, yes, it was personal on a personal level, but I don't think there was a vendetta behind it in order to, you know, try and get back at somebody. I really feel as though this was doing what was best for you, or what they were doing what was best for them. And you may feel slighted, yes, but I don't think that that was necessarily the case with this energy. We've got the Ace of Wands. The next opportunity, this showed up yesterday in the same spot in that eclipse energy. There's the Virgo energy of the Hermit. The Eight of Pentacles is what's grounding. Guiding is the Fool. Look at that. Look at that new beginning. Past energy, we've got the Nine of Wands. Future energy, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. This also showed up in the same spot yesterday. Your emotion cards, we got the Queen of Cups, the Star card, and the Three of Wands. And then the outcome currently is the Ace of Swords. So good news, there will be clarity here. I do feel as though you will get the clarity, but the one card that sticks out to me the most out of all of these cards on my table is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, I do feel as though that you kind of boxed yourself in with your thoughts. I feel as though your thoughts are being deceitful right now. I do feel as though they're being deceitful. And of course, 9 plus 1 gives us 10. So there's the action of moving forward. And then of course we have the Ace of Wands. Some of you got stuck in that transition energy. Some of you are stuck, as I said, in that will this bad stuff continue, or will the bad stuff fall away and the new stuff come in. I'm here to tell you that I feel like the new stuff is going to come in, especially with the Fool and the Ace of Wands. I do. I feel as though that the good stuff is going to come in, but there's a but here. But you have to learn the lesson. You have to be willing to look at the darker side of things from a different point of view. Hanged Man underneath. You have to be willing to be able to look back on the things that you weren't really proud of and really not manipulate. It's not a manipulation of the energy. It's a transformation of that energy. It is a transmuting. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a transmuting of that energy. An example of this. This is a personal example, because we all know I love to use personal examples. My father was really non-accepting of me when I was younger, right? He had his own issues that he was working through. And we have sat down and we, of course, have talked about this. For those of you who've been on this channel, I believe I've used this example maybe one time many years ago. But we've sat down and we've talked about this, talked about the past situations, Six of Cups, and he informed me that he did the best he could at the time with the tools that were presented to him. Was it the best way to handle the situation? No. No, it wasn't. But as he has proceeded forward along his path, along his life, as the years have passed, there has been an understanding. And I feel as though that's where you guys are headed, is an understanding of why things unfolded the way that they did. You may not have an immediate answer. You may not get an immediate answer. In fact, that's what I'm seeing here. You won't get an immediate answer until you move forward on your journey. But the lessons need to be taken to heart, but the guilt and shame need to be left behind. They need to be left behind in the past. And with my father and I, yes, at the time, I did not understand what he meant by, I was doing the best with what I could at the time, but he's gotten better. He's gotten completely better, completely accepting. And it took me a while to kind of wrap my head around that energy. And it really took away the guilt. It took away the guilt and the animosity. The animosity went away. And it took time. And there were moments where I fell back into I still blame you because you could have made better options. You could have made better choices. But then his words would cycle back through my mind of, I did the best I could with what I knew at the time. And I really had to absorb that lesson. I really had to absorb that energy and understand that at the time, he didn't know. He didn't know any better. So me throwing that at him, at that energy, and being like, well, you should have known better, he didn't. He didn't. And with the situation that you were dealing with, I don't feel as though that the other party really understands how this has impacted you. I'm going to walk away with this Hanged Man. I don't think this other party really understood how it impacted you or how you impacted this other party. But again, I don't think it was personal. I really do think that they were just doing their best, that you are doing your best. So give me the Six of Cups over here. Six of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Devil energy, yeah. Eight of Swords, woof. Seven of Wands. They really, this energy, and this is, it's interesting because it's a high vibration and a low vibration all at the same time. But this energy, there really is a mindset. There is a mindset here that is of a lack. That is of a boxed in mindset. It is a lack mentality mindset here. I feel as though that they were just as tied up as you were, and they were doing the best that they could. They were also setting their own boundaries, setting their own foundations in motion, trying to get all of their ducks in a row. And again, this could be you as well, depending on how this shows up for you. But again, what it boils down to is the fact that you were doing the best you could, or they were doing the best that they could at the time in order to bring about transformation, in order to bring about the best version of themselves. So show me this Eight of Pentacles. Magician. The work that needs done is more of this transformation energy. It's not as rough as the Scorpio energy of death. It's not essentially completely transforming yourself. It's about being able to use this energy and starting on that new beginning, starting on that new path. The Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. It's all right here. And it's just a matter of you putting forth that effort to reach out and take those new beginnings. So please give me the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups. Yeah, King of Cups, the Empress, the Lovers, love that. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. That is about putting yourself back into balance, not really letting this negative energy or this situation come along with you. It's kind of like, I'm hearing turning over a new leaf. For some of you, you may have to turn over a new leaf with this energy. You may see this person, this is coming through, you may see this person, this individual, these people, as you go through this new beginning, and instead of being like, oh my God, there they are, like, I'm just going to go the other way, you don't have to do that. Be like, hi, I hope you're doing well. I hope that things are going well for you. Yeah, things are going well for me. And then separate. It doesn't have to hold that animosity. And that's what I feel like some of you are also learning during this new chapter, this new beginning. So give me the Ace of Swords for me, please. Ace of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Three of Pentacles, World, Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Absolutely. So here in this particular set, the Three of Pentacles, it looks like the job is finished, and this individual is walking off from these people. So, like I said, I feel as though that you were moving away from them because that part of that life, that chapter for you is coming to a close, that there's no longer work that needs to be done. World, those cycles are ending. And the Nine of Cups with the Knight of Cups, it is now about you. And it was also about them. It's about that fulfillment that both sides got from that situation. And now with the Knight of Cups coming in, there's an Ace of Cups. So you got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. The only one that's missing is the Ace of Pentacles. But with that Ace of Cups coming in, it is a new beginning, and I feel as though that it does involve you and other people. Maybe new people. Can also be romantic individuals. If this is romantic, this other person taught you more about yourself than what you realize. They did. They taught you more about yourself than what you realized at the time. And it's almost like you'll look back on that relationship and be like, you know what? I didn't see it then, but that person really did help me. They let me go and allowed me to become a better person in my own way. This is pretty deep energy, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all that this is coming through because I know, like I said, the Libra eclipse energy. The reading that I did yesterday was talking about the darker side of balance. It talked about our shadow selves, talked about how that needed balance. And for some of you, this is that shadow side. This is that shadow side. It's holding on to guilt and shame and animosity. And not releasing that and essentially getting out of your own way. Like I said, you've lingered in this healing energy for far too long. Because you haven't really healed. You haven't really healed. So we have not for you. Time for a nap. There's that rest energy. Higher power. There that is. I'm not surprised. No place like home. Peace. Love that. I love how that shows up right there in the middle. Unfinished symphony. This cycle is coming to an end. This chapter is coming to an end. Breathe. Clean it up. Come to the edge. It's time to start something new. It is. It's time to start something new. We've got co-create, observer, round and round, and blessed. There is a lesson. There is a lesson among that particular situation, that particular relationship, that moved away from you or you moved away from them, that is now coming into play. And if you don't know what that is, I feel like you soon will. You will. But I do feel like it did take it out of you when it all fell apart. I do feel like it did take it out of you. Time for a nap. I feel like you definitely took some time to really put yourself back in a better space. But the higher powers are coming in, stepping in to tell you that it's not quite finished yet. It's not quite finished yet. It wasn't where you belong and you're not quite where you need to be. But this energy needs to be put to peace. This unfinished symphony needs to be put to rest. It's okay to unhook this energy. It's okay to let go of that negative energy that you hold so close. It's time to clean it up. Because the universe is wanting to bring in wonderful things for you. Co-create an observer, round and blessed. But I do feel as though you need to take a look at those situations from an objective point of view instead of an emotional point of view. And really get the takeaway from that energy. So, this is what I have for you guys. I really, really hope this helped. Give me just a second here and I will give you the wonderful zodiac signs that are walking around in this reading. We've got Capricorn, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini, more Gemini, more Gemini, more Gemini. Gemini, you are really loud. Virgo, you are loud. Aquarius, you are here. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. We also have water signs because I see the King and Queen of Cups. So I will walk away with Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And that is what I see. So thank you all very much for joining me. As always, your company is well appreciated. And I will see you all again later. Bye, guys.